Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So I'm doing a continuation of the video I left yesterday. So basically we had three PCs communicating with each other. So we had three PC A, B, C, like here, communicating with each other. And we also had a switch. We had a switch. Okay, I'm going to link them together. All right, let's call this switch one, this switch IT. I'm going to call this one HR. The PC, we're going to call this PC IT HR, and let's call this one CEO. So we're going to link the pieces together through a switch. All right. So we're going to give those pieces IP addresses. Give this one a .3. We're going to give this one a .4. All right, so we're going to each one of those pieces, put in the IPs. Static IP. For some reason, the diagram, the network diagram I created yesterday got lost. That's why I have to recreate this one. So these three pieces have all been configured, okay, through the switch. So we're just going to quickly test connectivity between them. We're just going to ping them. We're going to ping from the .2 to .4. That should work. All right, that's working. And just to be sure that we have a full mesh connectivity, we can also ping .3 as well. .3. So that one works. It basically means that if you go into this switch now, we should have the full MAC address table. Right, so we have the full MAC address table. So yesterday we said if we have these three PCs, we're putting IP address, that's okay. But in a big organization, it's not very customary to be doing it manual. So we usually will be employing a DHCP, okay, DHCP server, so that these pieces can get their IPs automatically. So that's where we're going to continue today. Let's say we want a DHCP server. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to have to come back to each one of these, and okay, we're going to leave it static first. So we're going to add the DHCP server, the end devices, the PC. We're going to take this DHCP server, put right here. Okay. So now we're going to connect the DHCP server to the switch. All right, DHCP server is connected to the switch. Let's call it DHCP. All right, DHCP server. Let's go in there and configure the DHCP server. going to give it an IP address. Let's say we want to put this DHCP server in a completely different range, maybe 10.10.10.1. Subnet mask is going to be, let's call it subnet mask 255.255.255.0. We have no default gateway, so we're going to leave it this way. Okay, and then we go to services. On the services, we go to DHCP. Now we're going to have to turn this one on. Going to maintain the name. But now we don't have a default gateway, but all we have is the you can say the starting IP address to provide to clients be 10.10.10.10. And this is subnet mask, and we say we could give a maximum of 512 users. So let's save this. Let's save this and then close out here. Let's go out there and then come to one of these PCs. Go to IP. Let's see if it gets an IP address. Alright, it gets an IP address of 10.10.10.10. Okay, and see it doesn't have a default gateway. Let's go to this one as well. Let's see if it gets an IP address. So we're going to switch from static to DHCP. And it picks up the next available IP address, which is 10.10.10.11. Okay, so go to the next one. Okay, .12. So basically this IP is changed, so I'm going to change it here. So it's going to be 10.10.10.10. Oh, sorry, this one's the .11. This one's .12. Okay, now let's see if it's possible to ping. Let's see if we can ping the DHCP server in the first place. Okay, let's see if we can ping it. So we're going to go in here. Remember, this DHCP server had an IP address of 10.10.10.1. Okay, so let's try to ping that one. Let's go there. Let's see, ping 10.10.10.1. Responding. Let's try to ping from PC IT to PC HR, which is 10.10.10.11. Let's ping that 11. Responding. So we can as well ping .12, but as you know, it's going to work. So we have connectivity. Now we could as well also add other services. Okay, this is a DHCP server. If you go in there, if you click in there, you see we could have HTTP server. We could have a syslog server, FTP, NTP, DNS server. Okay, let's try DNS server. Let's add another server. Okay, let's add another server. It's going to be on the PCs and devices. Add another server here. Let's call him DNS server. So let's connect that DNS server to the switch. All right, let's configure, give an IP address to the DNS server. But before then, I think we just, for the sake of clarity, I'm going to put here, give the IP address here 10.10.10.1. Let's provide an IP address to the DNS server. let's say this one is going to be .2. Okay, that's a DNS server. Let's go in there, and it's going to go in there. So this one is going to be .2. Okay, .2. .255.255.255.0. No default gateway. Then the services, we're going to convert this one to a DNS server, right? So come here, DNS server, make sure it's turned on. Okay, now we're going to give an error code. We're going to have to provide an error code for this DNS server. Okay, so let's say we want to define let's say we want google.com to have the IP address of the DNS server. Okay, 10.10.10.2. So want this Google URL to have the IP address 10.10.10.2. So we're going to add this. Okay, so we're going to add that, and then go out of here, and then come back here, and then where we have DHCP DNS server, we have to provide a DNS server. Okay, remember here we put no DNS server here before, but now we have to put a DNS server 10.10.10.2, and then all we have to do is just to save. Okay, update our record. And now how do we test this? To test it, we can go to any of these PCs. Let's go to the IT. Let's go to the IT, and then here we'll go to the web browser. Even before going to the web browser, okay, this is something. Before going to the web browser, let's go to command prompt. Try to ping it. 10.10.10.2. Okay, right, pinging. Let's see if we can turn it telnet to 10.10.10.2.80. Oh no, yeah. Anyways, it's not port 80. Anyway, we don't have to turn it. DNS port is not port 80, but anyways, let's go to the web browser just to test the if the DNS is working right. So we're going to enter the same URL that we defined on the on the servers, www.google.com. Let's wait. Sometimes the first time it takes some bit of time, but let's see. Let's try with the IP address 10.10.10.2. All right, so now we have a page, so which means the URL should work as well. Okay, so it's okay, the URL should work because that's what we entered here. Remember when we went here, we gave it an error code. We went to DNS is on. There's a URL we gave. Okay, 10.10.10.2 map to URL google.com. Okay, so let's go back to this guy. Let's go back to him and just make sure that okay, I know why. Okay, all right. So we have to basically go back there again, because what happened is that I know what happened. So initially we configured the DHCP. We did not define a DNS. So when we define the DNS, we should have re-enabled the DHCP again. So now it shows, the PC shows a DNS server. Okay, so this one should work automatically. Let's go back there. Let's see, www.google.com. Yeah, that one works. It works like magic. So it should be the same with this one as well. Let me just double check what. Okay, yeah, I just need to come back here, go back to DHCP, so that it picks up the DNS IP address. The same thing here. We needed to just go back to static and then back to DNS. The DHCP picks up the DNS IP address, and then we could just try it as well. Okay, www.google.com. All right, that one works. So I'm going to stop here for today. But in the next video, I'm going to show you how what happens if we have different VLANs. Okay, like you see, all these subnets are all in one VLAN. Okay, they are all in one block. What happens if you have a different department that completely has a different IP address, and then you have to route traffic between those different VLANs. Okay, so we're going to do that for the next lesson. And if you want to get Packet Tracer, it's a Cisco software that's completely free. You just go to your browser and you're going to type netpacket. Okay, and then you have to log in. If you have an account, if you don't have an account, you have to register. So I have an account already, so I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in right here. Okay, so I'm going to log in with my account, and when you log in, you have to look at the top menu where you have resources. You go down, scroll down to where you have download Packet Tracer, and you can download it. It's completely free, and with that you can be able to like simulate all your network devices and network diagrams. So thanks very much for watching this program, and see you in the next one.